Okay, got that.
There it is. I got to hit the button this time. Yes.
So here we are, Taylor, Michigan. Marty and Christopher.
Just Chris.
Or just Chris. Just call him Chris.
Just call me.
Back again. And we're headed for the newest, or the first
live
broadcast.
I don't have to shave my goatee.
Live broadcast on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and here's another thing. You can call in
Yeah.
or text this number, 313-544-3067, and ask questions.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
So this should be
good.
a start of something new for us again. You know, last week it was 3 of us.
Yeah.
Which was new, and Kathy Carroll was
Well, no,
here.
that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Last week was just stupidity because I had to host for like a solid 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. oh, man.
Never do that again.
What did I do? I went in the kitchen?
No, you went to go grab something. I forgot what. You think you were
Yeah.
grabbing a card or something. I forget.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
It felt every bit of 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely not that long. I won't lie.
Okay, well, we got this school thing going on with our sunglasses.
It is nice, and I got to give you credit for this, because at first I was like, oh, you're just doing that to have a persona. But no. With these lights, these sunglasses are a
Really
lifesaver.
help, yeah.
Oh, my God. My eyes aren't like killing me when I leave.
And he brought me over this headset today.
I did.
And he said, it's yours. You can have it.
I
said,
did not
cool.
say that.
Those words
never came out of my mouth.
I thought I heard that.
They never came out of my mouth. Not once. Not once. Not once.
That's all right. I'll let him stay on my computer then. That's okay.
There we go.
But anyways, yeah, so it's been a pretty wild, rainy few days here, and it's good for my flowers. My flowers look beautiful out front, man.
My grass is looking green again.
Yeah, you can stop by and everything, man. Check out my flowers.
They're nice.
Because they're bad, bad, bad.
Yeah, I had to drive to the west side of the state today. And I'll tell you what, it was white knuckle driving at one point.
Bet.
Like that rain, I couldn't see the car in front of me; they just disappeared. I was just like, "Oh, okay."
I really dislike driving when it's coming down like that.
You know,
yeah,
we're like the postman in my business.
Right.
Any weather we drive.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a pretty nice few days here. It's not been terribly hot or anything.
No.
Comfortable enough to go out and do a few things.
Well, wait a minute. No, Saturday was hot.
Oh yeah,
Saturday was hot. Yeah. Oh man.
But we had a good 4th of July. You know?
We did.
Everything went pretty well.
Yeah, we did.
We did a few fireworks here in, Marty's house here, and ate well.
Yeah.
Barbecued a bunch of stuff, and
I relaxed. I chilled.
Laid back. Yeah.
I had my house all decked out, red, white, and blue. It was beautiful. It's still decked out, red, white, and blue.
Right.
I'm having trouble taking it down. I'm like, it looks beautiful. I don't want to take it down.
Yeah. So we're everything's going good, and we got plenty of stuff to talk about today. I believe.
Yeah.
And I hear that old Wooly Bully's back at it. Messing with the lady with her chickens and her husband's chickens. I mean,
that just rhymes too well.
How much has this cost the city so far? I mean, it's got to be $100,000 at least.
That's just to prove a point at this point. Like that's literally just to make a point.
More than that, he's got such a. I mean, it's I hate talking about stuff that really gets me uptight like this.
Well,
but
the dumbest thing about it is there are other people in Taylor that have chickens in their backyards.
Correct.
And they're just like gunning for this lady. And the saddest part.
It's again. Here we go. It's buddy stuff.
Well, it just feels targeted. When it's like clear and evident that there are other people in Taylor, and I've heard, I was at a place, and I'm not going to generalize where I was at, but I was at a place. And I was just standing there, and all of a sudden I hear a rooster crow. And this was in Taylor. And I was like, you got to be crappy.
Yeah. It's right on Wick Road, right there.
No, I'm not saying where it's at.
Okay.
But I was in Taylor somewhere.
Wick goes a long way.
It goes everywhere. Yeah. But nonetheless, I was in a general area in Taylor. And I heard a rooster. But they're going after this poor lady and her husband.
I sat down yesterday with about 4 Taylor businessmen that just they shake their head. I mean, these guys are big time businessmen here in the city, and they just shake their head with stuff that Tim Willie is doing, or he's not doing, or he's not helping.
Well,
And it's, I mean,
I don't know, man.
It's got to be a change, okay? That's all I got to say. And you know who the next person in line is here, Mr. Ramick there.
Oh, he's qualified.
Yeah,
he is qualified,
and he's got the common sense that it takes to run a city. I mean, Willie, I don't even think he had a job over $30,000 a year prior to this job. You know, I don't know, but I know.
Man,
I know.
No, really?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I just don't get.
What did he do?
He drove a van for. Angie Winton got him the job. That's when he said he didn't know Angie Winton. And
she's okay.
Yeah, at Senior Alliance.
Senior Alliance.
Yeah, that's where he drove the job.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me? Because I never really. Wait a minute. You mean to tell? Wait.
Yeah, really, truthfully.
He drove a van.
Yep.
That's what he did before he was mayor.
Old folks. Yep.
He drove a van.
That was it. That was it.
What's?
There's.
How did he?
You know what I'm saying? That's why things are so bad,
bro.
And people don't see that, and people keep telling me that I keep.
He's never had a day in management in his life.
Never. Or you know.
What? He's never had a day in management. He's mayor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Willie is going after the.
I'm sorry, my mind's blown right now. I'm sorry. See, I heard he had a remedial job. I didn't know it was just driving a van.
Kathy Carroll again and her husband, and
yeah, this is the guy going after a man that's inflicted with a disease.
Yep. And he just wants to keep. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get it to the point where they just can't afford to do it anymore.
Oh my God,
and that's sad to say, but it seems to be how he works, you know, and. I really have no respect for him at this point.
Bro, you mean to tell me I'm more accomplished in my professional career than the mayor?
You see?
Oh my God, no.
You and me both.
No. I thought he maybe like owned the van. I thought he ran something there. I thought he did.
Nope.
He just drove a van?
Yeah, he learned how to put gas in it.
Bro. What? Like, wait a minute, what? I mean, no offense to anyone that just does driving. I mean, that's fine. But
here we go. The other thing is, they keep stealing my signs, and
who's they?
Well, I know the city picked up a few, but only gave me one, and that was because the dude that's working in the city told me at a city council meeting that he would make me his bitch. And I'm sure that's something that somebody needs to say to a candidate running, and this guy works for the city.
You're a city employee. You can't talk like that.
You can't. But you know who put him up is well, I don't even want to talk about who put him up because he's not worth my time.
Oh.
So besides that, what else we got going on here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It's election season, and words are flying on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, get myself ready. Hang on, let me do this the right way.
Yeah.
Falling off.
Uh-oh.
It's bullets flying, man.
Yeah.
So you got to get ready. And, I've been watching on Facebook.
That looks good.
It does. There you go. I'll take it.
That's stylish.
And I'll tell you right now, it's getting wild on Facebook. Like, it's getting wild.
Yep.
I mean, all right, so get this. There's a group on Facebook. It's called the Downriver Whistleblowers.
Uh-oh.
And, like, at first, I was like, oh, that's legit. And, I looked at their logo. Logo looked legit. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I looked into it more, and when you look at, like, their logo and you look at the whistleblower on the bottom, so it was written by AI. because when you look at blower, like the L and the E merge into one.
Right.
So whoever made that either has access to Adobe Express, or they either just went on to like Google and used, or Chat GTP and used the AI generator and created that logo for them. So just a word of wise to the people out there who, generally users of Facebook, when you see things like that, just know that is a single person literally creating that for one purpose, and it's just to create a narrative. Because it was, right now they're doing the area towing. And they got Madarsky on there, and they got
me, and
they got a picture of the owner of Area Towing with Madarsky, and they're just like, and like cue the red filter and play the Doomsday music.
Yep.
Bro,
they just can't get enough. They can't get enough. It's this little tiny section of people.
Well, I'm telling you, bullets are flying, Marty. And proverbial bullets. I mean, like typing keyboard warrior. I wish I had a keyboard. I'd be holding it like a gun right now. But like, it's a war on Facebook right now for the election season.
Again, we're going to say that it's people who have no clue what it takes to run a business, real business.
We have a councilman targeting a private citizen on Facebook with they keep publicizing this Facebook group that literally like zones in on one individual private resident, and I don't know, bro. It's just so wild to me.
Sad.
I'm like, bro, I've lived myself to such a higher standard. Like, I couldn't imagine doing that to someone. Matter of fact, if I got busted for creating a Facebook page that literally targets a private citizen, I'm pretty sure my company would fire me. But like, if you're an elected official, that's okay.
Right.
Don't worry.
Right.
It's okay.
Well, they keep stealing my signs, and I keep getting those death threats, which, as you can tell, really scare me.
Well, do you want this?
I got
this?
Yeah. I might. No, I don't think I can. I don't think they're that. They're cowards. That's what they are.
Yeah.
So whoever's doing it, just let you know you are a coward.
Oof.
Because you would never come face to face with me. Never.
That's why
I don't care
threats.
who you think you are. And people don't call people to tell them they're going to kill them, and then come over and kill them. So I'm really not too worried about you.
A probable cause.
But but if you want to take that chance, step to my door, man. That's all you got to do.
It is 20. This is how I know old people are doing death threats. Because they'll use their phone number, or they even just go get a burner phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, that phone number can be traced.
Yep.
Like, it's not hard to do. Like, it's like when you make copies on a copy machine. They put the longitude and latitude. So if you ever get a death threat by mail, let me know, and I can show you what serial that machine that was printed on. I'll show you where it shows up on the paper. I'll show you the date and time they did it, and I'll give you the longitude and latitude of where they did it. So don't worry. If you ever get something in the mail, let me know, and I'll show you where to look.
Yeah, I mean, there goes your helmet, bro.
No, don't worry.
Your helmet fell.
Don't worry. I keep this close. Keep this close.
You gotta keep it close.
But yeah, nonetheless, like, death threats. What the hell? Why are you getting death threats?
Because I don't think they have it. I don't think they're intelligent enough to have a conversation with me. Maybe that's what it is. That's all they can talk about.
Well,
and really, I have a feeling I know who that is too. And
well, whoever's sending them to you, I hope nothing but bad things happen to you.
And if
hope
Sean in the city, if you're listening to me, make sure I get my my signs back, because one sign is not all that was taken, and the person that's doing it, is he's got some issues. That's for sure.
Right, I don't know what's going on. This is childish stuff.
Yep.
Like I grew up.
Yep.
After I graduated in the teens, my God, man, like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing all this? Why are people
you
like
know,
this?
I've made reports. I haven't gotten too many calls back from the detectives here.
Yeah.
I think a detective, their secretary or something called me the other day, but that didn't go anywhere. I don't know. It is what it is. But again, I'm going to give you that number if you want to send a text message.
Yeah, I haven't even checked.
To us, it's 544-313-544-3067.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
If you want to ask us any questions, or because we're now live on YouTube. I mean, I think we might have put that out to the world before we did it, but this guy over here was afraid to lose his beard and his mustache and his hair.
If we didn't go live, I would have to shave the goatee.
Yeah,
and my girlfriend would stab me.
But
I would get stabbed, Marty.
What is it called? I can't think of it, but it's like when you do something. And
preemptive or not preemptive?
It's sort of
oh my God, I can't think of the word. Oh my God.
Premature.
Oh, thank you.
Premature or something. And that's what he did. He just couldn't wait. So
listen, man.
He had to get it live.
I said if we didn't go live, I would have to shave my goatee. And my girlfriend is from Southwest Detroit. Now lives in Taylor. And that girl tells me that if I mess up or shave this goatee, she will stab me.
She's done with you.
She will stay. It's not that she's done with me.
Well, after she stabs you, she'll be done with you.
No, she won't. She'll still stay. That threatened to stab me again.
Yeah, that's, And we just got to get it out there. And, we'll talk about the BLBs again. I just don't understand what it takes. These private conversations that people don't want to be heard in public, and whatever it might be.
What did they say last time at the council meeting? What, now is not the time to do this or something like that?
Something. They want to wait for a while or whatever.
No, they want to wait till after election is what it is.
I hope not.
Oh, it is. They want to wait. They're expecting their little ragtag team of people they're pitching to go right through and just have that solid unified force so that whatever they want to do, they can just do.
Hey, and Mr. Armstrong out there, just to let you know, me and Sid are very good friends.
Yeah.
I think that's your godfather, maybe. Did
you see the picture of him with his tie?
Well, I don't know, but
so he's got this big red tie. It goes all the way down to his crotch.
He's another person who has no clue what it's going to take to be a city council member.
Bro, I want to know what his professional background is, too.
Yeah.
I want to know what everybody's professional background is before they step into council.
I can say that I've owned several businesses, and, I've been involved with a lot of different things, music-wise, touring, and that type of stuff.
You're an entrepreneur.
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the city, but it tells you that I know how to deal with lots of money.
Well, you sign contracts for yourself. My God.
Lots of contracts.
You know how to do taxes.
Yeah. And
you know how to apply for a tax ID.
I'd love to talk face-to-face with some of these folks and see what their knowledge, where it lands.
Or you can call in.
Yeah.
We've said it multiple times. You don't have to be here. I've said, it's 2025. You can call it in.
Yeah.
Even phone in your appearance. You can just phone it in all together.
And here's another number for you, 313-544-3067. We're just waiting. It's new. I know it's new, and there's probably not a lot of people watching today because we didn't do anything to promote what we're doing today live on YouTube.
I already talked about this. It's done. It's done. We're on it. It's done. It's did. Done did it.
So what else?
Next time we're live, we'll start maybe getting a text. I was really hoping for the prank calls.
Okay, hold on.
What's this? What is this? Oh, there it is.
There it is. Look at
there it is.
Martin Droulard is running for city council.
Yeah.
You see, we got a couple items there. He's running for city council, and we do this beautiful podcast, which tomorrow. Oh man, are we gonna nail the city with signs for the podcast?
God, yeah. You said what 100?
100, yeah. 100.
Oh my God,
that's the first 100.
Oh, we'll get the first.
Yeah.
Just get a billboard. Just get a billboard next.
Oh, that you know what? I'm looking into that. You know, since they
just get a digital billboard.
Yeah,
though.
since they brought up that whole billboard thing, you don't know another AI thing they did.
Yeah.
You know,
Bro,
I hope you guys can use that in some type of business for yourself.
I love it, bro. I love they're using AI. I love it because you can clear their baby's footing AI right now.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because you know they really shouldn't be tinkering with the AI. Because quite honestly, if we want to talk about lowering costs in the city, bro, I don't got to pay AI a pension to answer a phone. I don't have to pay AI to write down notes from what a caller's saying. I just have to pay the one individual human to read those notes and take the action.
Right on.
You guys want to talk about lowering costs in the city? Well, it's called diminishing your bottom line. And the way you diminish your bottom line is by finding new ways to automate your systems. And if you automate systems, guess what? You don't need that many people. And hey, we don't have to pay that much more in taxes because we're no longer paying exorbitant amounts of salaries every year.
Oh yeah.
So, what if we start automating our city departments? So that way we no longer have to pay all that extra money to have people sitting in City Hall. Instead, you can just pay a dozen people rather than paying 32 people. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot better. It's smart, and it'll lower the cost for the citizens. And really, effectively, it should.
Well, I mean, they've been
lower taxes.
They've been doing this stuff for a long time in this city. You know, where it started out, they removed the trash collection from the unions and the city employees.
Yeah.
They removed the tree trimming. They removed the concrete doing the walkways and stuff, the sidewalks, and they removed the what else? There was something else too. The cutting grass stuff. A lot of that stuff. Or they might be cutting grass still, but there's quite a few things that were removed that the city used to do, you know, and that made the union, the union stronger, more people stronger, you know. And I back our unions. I back our people who work in the city, the police officers and the fire department.
I come from a UAW family. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
Believe
and
me,
all
I get
city employees. You know, hey, you gotta have a good, strong base. You know, with employees, and
you do and you don't.
The
you do and you don't.
The unions give you that. You know, so
no, for sure. But we're coming into a day and age now where most jobs are going to be not needed.
Well, a lot, not most, but a lot.
No, most jobs are going to be not needed. Well, matter of fact, it's a phenomenon going on right now where they're like people in management, where the studies are starting to show that people in management are trying to justify their jobs left and right. Right. And even I myself, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm in management. There are days where I'm like, bro, I could probably just have an AI bot do my job and be just fine. Like, the company would be just fine. My job isn't really that much needed. Like, it's really not. Like, at the end of the day, the most jobs we have today are going to be gone in like another 10 years. So the way the city operates and collects tax money is going to drastically change too. I mean, look at people today in the economy. How many people do you know that are honestly going to Disney World or Disneyland compared to when you were a kid? When you were a kid,
I don't know.
Just damn near everyone and their mom went to Disney World or Disneyland. But guess what? As time went on, as generations went on, bro, it's hard fetch to find someone with kids going to. I see more adults that are childless going to Disneyland and Disney World than I do actual people with kids.
Right.
Like, and it's because it's become a select few because we've.
Hey, I got a couple of shout outs.
Do it.
Route 66 Quick Lube. They're located on Ecorse Road.
Yeah.
Taylor, Michigan. That's 20121 Ecorse Road. They have a ton of specials. The guys over there are great guys. You know, I get my car taken care of there, and you know, a couple other area oil, 10-minute oil change or whatever. Mm-hmm. And also a new one here that I want to shout out to is Your Way Tree Service. They're located here in Taylor too, and licensed and insured, 24-hour emergency service. call Mike and Vanessa.
Oh, shoot.
Call Mike at 313-955-4577. Once again, that's Mike at Your Way Tree Service, 313-955-4577. Guys do a good job. I know the other brother down there, too. He lives down the street from me. Good guys. We got to keep on promoting small businesses.
Yeah,
wherever they might be.
Dude, Salute Taverino, they're posting on Facebook today.
Yeah.
About, hey, we're barely making it.
Yeah.
And once again, that goes back to current economic situations. Trickle down economics didn't turn out to trickle down that much. So here we are.
Well, I'm not going to say too much, but restaurant wise,
razor thin margins.
It has a lot to do with service. And a lot to do with the food.
Yeah, they got a lot going on up there, though. They got entertainment. They seem to be pretty packed on the weekends. I've gone there a couple times. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I always ride by with my window down to listen.
Yeah.
Because I'm a music man.
Yeah, for sure. Live entertainment, how can you beat that?
Yeah.
The next best place with live entertainment is downtown Detroit. It's called Cafe de Mongo. Shout out to Cafe de Mongos. And if you've never been to Cafe de Mongos, definitely go. It's off of Griswold and Grand River. Amazing time. You'll walk into that place and you'll mix with such a wide variety of life. You've got people that probably have millions to people who have $2 in their pocket.
Right on.
And everyone's there drinking, having a good time. It's the best. That is where those are the places I like to be. Is where there's such a wide variety of culture and society mingling and mixing together. I don't like these forays where it's like all the hoity-toities or people separating themselves. I don't like that. That's not for me.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
no, you will. Don't worry. We'll take you to Mongo's one time. I'll take you there.
I've been to some.
I will take you to Mongo's.
Pretty nice places, and I've been some pretty. I got lots of friends in low places.
Yes, you should. Everyone should.
Yeah.
Like, my God, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the people at the top are not fun to be around.
No. Especially the ones in the city. Mm-hmm.
Anywhere, really. Anywhere.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about domestic violence.
Oof.
Okay? Because I got some guys talking, saying, oh, well, it happened this time, it happened that time. It went this way, it went that way. Look at domestic violence. You got to hit somebody. You got to leave a mark on somebody.
To get that charge, for sure.
Before you're arrested for it.
Yeah, get that charge.
And you might have known somebody at the time, and all that, and helped you out getting out of it, but it's still the same. Whoa. Just like Bob Seger says, it's still the same.
Yeah, no, and it is.
Yeah, and you can say whatever you want, and you can keep on talking about me because I like it. The more you talk, the better. The more people listen, hear my name, just keep on talking. And again, we didn't talk about BLBs though, did we?
A little bit. We brought it up for a second.
Yeah,
but
I think.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say with domestic violence, you gotta to get that rap.
You gotta leave a mark.
You've done something.
Yeah.
You have done something to your significant other.
And I don't care when it happened. Bro. I don't care when it happened.
Bro.
I'm hoping you learned from it, but
man,
it still happened.
My mom's side of the family, I was the only boy my entire life growing up on that side of the family. I was the only boy next to my uncles.
Right.
And I will tell you right now, there were tons of girls.
Yeah.
And if they would have ever found out that I laid my hands on a woman,
you would have
God
been done.
Help. Even to this day, God help me.
That's how I understand.
My mom is just getting back from cancer, but I'll tell you, that woman will stand up and beat the living piss out of me. Because that is just how bad it is.
Again, I'll say, get ready for the signs.
Yeah, for sure.
Get ready for the influx of
ready for signs.
Of Taylor Uncovered, baby. We're here. We're here, and we're not going away. For nothing in the world, we're going to stay here, and we're going to talk about, get all them people with their butt cheeks all tightened up, and watching our show and
oh my God,
all worried about it.
Butt cheeks all tightened up. Yeah. What is this?
But anyways, the BLB thing, I still think that they had a real big crowd of people there, and I was thankful to talked to a lot of them, that aren't happy with this administration, and the way they handle things is what bothers me, man. It's one thing after another with these people.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Well, the thing is that what they didn't expect was they're hearing so much negativity about this bar from a group of people, and the people that live on that block, and they have every right to complain. They do.
Well, yeah.
But the problem with what they didn't understand, what they didn't expect, was the loyalty that bar has earned in this community.
Yeah, well, because he does a lot of stuff for people.
Bro, I used to go there after work when I worked back in the corporate world, and I'm going to tell you right now, when I used to go there after work, I sat at that bar, and there was nothing but guys in construction. There were guys that you could tell were just working their asses off, whether it be male or female. That's a bar where hard workers go.
Right on.
And there was enough people who have had good memories there, and all the people that work there are good people. Like, my God, the way they made those people sound, the way they made the employees sound. But anyways, the way they made the employees sound was like almost like they were just like criminals, like as if they were just like garbage. And I'm like, these are nice people. These people with kids. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
like,
I'll just again reiterate this as a previous nightclub owner. Really, you really got to be careful with that parking lot.
No, you do.
That can really cause you some issues.
The guy had a gun. What security guard's going to put their life in the way for a parking lot?
I just think that that guy wouldn't have came there with the knowledge that there might have been security there or something, or a police presence every so often pulling through.
Maybe the police presence, would probably.
They did that. They did that for me in Westland quite often. They came through my parking lot.
Well, because you're generating tax dollars for them. They wanted to make sure, bro, they took care of you. That's what a community's supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's what a police department should be doing. Is hey, you got a business, a nightclub business? Okay, well, every 45 to every 2 hours, we're just gonna roll a squad car through your lot if you don't mind. And if a business owner says, no, I don't want that, what are they hiding?
Exactly.
Why does it matter if a squad car is going to come through your lot?
Right.
It shouldn't matter.
And I don't think it matters here.
And it doesn't matter here.
I think everybody can work together, and we can satisfy everybody in the area there. I think it could be worked out. You're not going to close a place down. Just let me tell you that.
Not like that.
Okay? It's not going to happen.
Not
Incidents are going to happen. How long's the place been there? Been there a long time. He's owned it for what, 10, 15 years or something?
Longer than that. He's at the BLB's has been there a little bit after I turned 21, and I turned 21 back in
so it's been like 15 years or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I thought it was longer, but nonetheless.
And you try to satisfy everybody around you and make sure the place is safe and everything is safe. That's the key.
Yeah,
and instead of the city saying, hey, we're going to shut this down, maybe the city should say, hey, maybe we should put a couple squad cars through there every half hour or something.
Now that I know, the mayor drove a van professionally before he was mayor, and he has no experience in management, no experience in customer service. I mean, I guess because a little bit of customer service, he drove a van. Yeah. But non-consequential customer service, you're not going to lose millions of dollars of customers.
We should just
I'm so
they should have just talked to
curious.
Dan Bazzura because he got this real sense. Dan, that was hey Dan.
Oh, what does he watch our show?
Yeah, he does.
All right, hey, what's up? How you doing?
He does.
But he was a van driver, bro. I don't expect much out of him. I'm not expecting much out of that guy. If I were to hire him to do the job my guys do right now, I'd be like, bro, you're entry level. I'm going to pay you about $40K. And then you got to work your way up, prove yourself, and then I'll give you more money. Bro, that he doesn't have the qualifications to And I mean, I'll hire anybody off the street. I can teach anyone to do what I do. Yeah. That's not a big deal. But bro,
or me, But
you want a job, Marty?
There's some things that
you want a job.
When I was doing the audio thing for all those years, that wasn't. I mean, I learned from some really great people who worked with some really great tours and stuff with the OJs and all kinds of people. And Bubs. I don't know if Bubs watches this, but he's on my Facebook, and he's an old buddy of mine.
Oh, okay.
And he worked for the OJs for years, and Thunder Audio with me for years, and at Harpo's for years.
Harpo's.
It was me and him at Harpo's.
Oh, man.
He would do front of house, I'd do monitors, and we were a team, and we ate our Stouffer's lasagna while we were there, and we really had a good time.
Craziest concert at Harpo's I've ever been to, just real quick.
Yeah.
Hatebreed.
Hatebreed.
The Hatebreed tour, they came, they did their DVD shoot. And I'll tell you right now, in that video, you want to talk about Taylor, all my buddies were all from Taylor. And we are all in that DVD for like a solid 30, 40 minutes. So Taylor owned that DVD.
Right on.
And in the beginning of the DVD, right where the pit starts, you can see this pyramid just split the crowd. And at the tip of the pyramid was me. and all my buddies, they all yelled out F. Fernandez and just pushed me. And then I went through the crowd, and I just split the crowd in half, and that pit started. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Harpo's, bro. Harpo's.
But I liked it because the stage was so high, and them dudes would try to climb up over people onto the stage.
Yeah. My buddy Hardcore Bill, at the end of that show, there's a picture of him. He's, holding onto the stage, climbing up.
And
so
when
great,
the Cowboys, Pantera, the Cowboys from Hell tour.
Oh, yeah.
I worked with those guys there, and I'll tell you what, Dimebag was a really cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really nice.
Yeah.
All the guys in the band were cool as could be. It was really neat being able to be part of that gig and work monitors for them guys.
Pantera, what a great
they liked it really loud, brother. Let me tell you, and I gave it to them.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's right, Marty.
I gave everything they needed, brother.
I owe my hearing loss to you.
Yeah. They say, hey, could you turn up these side fills a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, yeah, no problem. Just, oh, man, that's killing us, but I had
awesome.
A lot of people had problems with hearing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially after.
I'm sure. My ears would ring for 2 days after a concert, especially a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh, good times. Good times.
Yeah, the thing that I really was cool with, doing the audio stuff for all those years, is that you met a lot of great people, still have a lot of good friends, from the bands, the guys from DC Drive, just a ton of local Halloween, all these local bands that, were just trying to do it, Seduce, all of them, David Black knows when he was on stage and at the Harpo's, he would be able to hear himself really well because, I was taught by the best man, Bubs. He was the best monitor guy around for years.
Nice.
And he taught me a ton,
nice.
And I appreciated that guy.
Now why you got so much fight in you? It makes more sense.
Yeah.
You're a metalhead.
Yeah. Well, not really metalhead. I mean, I love Ronnie James Dio. Hands
for sure.
down. And what's his name's going to be over at the what is that, the Red White? What's that they do over there in Trenton or whatever?
Uncle Sam Jam.
Uncle Sam Jam. Yeah. So Vinny Appice, he's the drummer. From Sabbath and all these people he's played with, and he's doing a Sabbath thing over there.
Oh,
which when I seen it, I was like, wow, that would be really cool. I worked with, I got photos of them guys from when they do the Last in Line stuff with that band, that does all the Ronnie James Dio stuff.
For sure.
It has him and Vivi Campbell in the band. Good guys, all of them really nice guys.
That's speaking of good bands, Taylor's always had a lot of good bands come through.
To play here?
Yeah, for the fireworks. Hell yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. What are you talking about? Really?
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I did shows here years ago with
some
really good bands over there in Taylor a few years in a row.
What should we call it? George Michaels came one year. I want to say it was George Michaels.
George Michaels.
No, yeah, not George Michaels. What was his name? Eddie Money. I'm thinking the wrong person. Eddie Money. Eddie Money came through. I remember.
Well, with that being said,
yeah,
there's a guy out there named Greg Stryker. Hey, Greg, I hope you're watching this. And he's on my Facebook, too. And I just talked to him, and he's going to write a song for my campaign.
Nice.
And him and Eddie Money wrote songs together.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a great guy. You know, he's going through some physical problems, some health issues. Mm-hmm. But I pray for you every day, brother. You know that. And thanks, man. You know, it's just like what's the name from CSX, man? You know,
Screaming Scott.
Screaming Scott. He did one for me, and then you got. You know, the dude from Brownsville Station, mm-hmm. Billy Craig, he did one for me that I'm going to put out there. And then the singer from that Bob Seger tribute band, he did one for me. It's really cool.
Oh, okay.
So
I know there's a bunch of
with that being said, I'm going over to Joey's house from DC Drive, Mark Farner's son, and I guarantee you he'll do me one. You know, also, so that's it's really cool that you get these people in your life. You know,
just so people know, Taylor Uncovered ended like 20 minutes ago. We're on Midnight Metal now.
Right? Yeah. And you know what? Matter of fact, I just talked to John from over at the Token.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start doing a podcast there, and we're gonna contact some of the bands that are coming, and talk to them before they get there. And promote the show a bit
for sure.
And John's all okay with it. You know, we're brothers from years. You know, we owned the place together for years, and still are best of friends. You know.
Yeah.
And
that's what Taylor needs.
What's that?
I think about it. We need a good concert venue. We don't have a good concert venue.
we don't have something big enough.
We really don't.
You gotta have something where the stage is probably about 4 foot off the ground. Mm-hmm. It'll hold about 1,000 people.
We could have did that in the back of Heritage Park, where they built 20 baseball fields.
Well, no, I'm talking about a building that's there now, that's around now. You know, that you could turn it into a really nice club. You know,
the Old Star Theater. That's going to need major renovations. But it could be done.
It could be done. I'm going to tell you this. And I mean,
tear that building down.
And they're really looking for a way to deal with that building, you know.
Tear it down.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
That thing is done. Any chance of saving that building was over with 15 years ago.
But if you had the right person with the right amount of money, you could make that a pretty nice club.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you definitely could. But what kind of club are we going to bring here?
You could do, but you could do everything. You could do everything there. You know?
Yeah, that's true. You could.
You could do all different genres of music.
Yeah, you could.
You know,
each theater being a different concert venue.
Well, not even that. Each just make it out of one place, and give it a good different people every week there. You know, weekend there. You know,
you could
a good
do that,
show.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of local talent. I've seen the dudes who do this Bad Company tribute. I've seen them do the Jay Giles tribute. I've seen them do the Van Halen tribute, and they do a really good job at those things. And they play a lot, at the Token. And there's a lot of different. And John, I'm giving the Token another big shout out. You know,
hey.
which is why I love you so much, brother. And there's a ton of people, a ton of those type of bands. You know, tribute bands. Or
I'm sure. Yeah,
you want to call them, and. There's even some local bands who people can pop up and come and play a set or so to open up for some of these bigger acts, which they do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And they do. There's some local guys who are really good. And.
Speaking of local.
Yeah.
Even more of a reason to shop local.
313.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked the phone in a while.
544.
Yeah, we got nothing.
306. Yeah, because we didn't promote it.
Listen, Mark.
His fault.
His
fault.
Listen.
I'll promote it next week, guys. Don't worry. From this day forward, I'm going to promote it with the phone number and everything.
Do it.
So you can give us a call. And nobody knows. Nobody knows we're even live this today.
We said it last week.
We said we were going to be, but we didn't do nothing leading up to it.
Well, I mean, what do you want me commercials?
That's what we should have did. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Yeah,
we gotta make commercials now too.
We should have.
Oh God, Marty, we don't need to do it.
Well, at least on our own Facebooks.
We don't need to unleash.
On our own Facebooks, we could have said, "Hey, you know what? We're going live this week."
Yeah.
And You know, we got this phone number. You can call us up and all that. But if people don't know it all,
Listen.
It'll change though. We get those signs out there.
No.
We get more and more citizens.
No.
You know, our citizens is what, you know, is where it's at, man.
God help the poor ears that listen to us now.
I know, but you know what? We give them a lot
feel
of
bad for
information, a lot of information that, you know, is good. You know,
Well,
they don't
I'm
know
joking.
that what the city does with their tax dollars. They don't know because they don't watch the and really they don't. There's not enough transparency here in this city.
Yeah, no, I honestly, the majority of my life have never really paid attention, like too close attention to city politics, like local
Yeah.
city politics. I remember when I was younger, I went to a city council meeting. They bought like 6 chairs for like $12,000 for
Right.
the dispatch office because they're like, well, they need comfortable chairs. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I was like, we could go down to Walmart right now, get some pretty comfortable chairs for like $50-$60. Mine just was like back in 2011,
There you go.
2012. But like nonetheless, like back then, you could get a pretty good chair for like $50-$60. Like,
But we want our citizens to know things that aren't talked about. you
that's
know?
true.
The good and the bad things, you know,
Yeah.
no matter what it is, you know. I guess our fireworks did pretty well this week.
They did.
this
They're
time.
coming back. Slowly, it's been like baby steps.
Yeah.
Ever since they canceled them for like 5 years,
Mm.
which was so sad. And then we brought them back, and like Walmart did that first year, and they just put like a little stage up in Heritage Park, and it was
Yep.
just like a little twirler. It was, I mean, it was something.
Right.
But then, like, it seems like every year, which is awesome to the committee, kudos to them, they've been slowly revving it back up. I just want to see us get to the day where, just like we used to, use that back half of the field, the back half for like a giant concert area. Like the pavilion's nice, and it's nice having concerts in there. I want it to be bigger. I want it to be better. I want bands playing while their fireworks are going off, just ripping tunes out.
Oh, you need to have the real stages, man.
I know we
You know,
do. I know.
it used to be back in the day. The stage was back by where the train things are there,
Yeah.
the caboose
Wait.
and all that, and
No, it was-
facing. No, it's way before you, brother.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was.
And this is 30 years ago.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
How
all right,
old
all
were
right.
you then?
8.
Yeah. And it was facing, you know, towards the, you know, where you drive around, the huge lot there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you got a good 20, 30,000 people probably,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And you had people like Triumph, you
Yeah.
know, you had people like Steppenwolf, you had people like Mitch Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it was that type of, back then it was that type of bands that really did, you know, well.
Yeah.
You know, and drew a lot of people, whether they were bikers or whatever. But they drew a lot of people, and there
Oh,
was
Taylor's fireworks used to be
a
massive.
lot of fun going on
Huge.
there. You know?
Like a couple 100,000 people.
And I did though, and I remember when the stage was in a different area too. So by over there where the soccer fields are,
yeah.
you know. So back then, that's when it was really turned up. You know, really, it wasn't about trying to make an extra buck or anything. You had
No,
good
it
sponsors.
should be about a celebration of
Yeah.
Taylor.
You had good sponsors, you know, and
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's the thing that we got to get back to.
Yeah.
You know, some strong stuff for everybody. You know, you need some rock and roll stuff up to, you know, some newer stuff. You know, maybe even a little like a Prince type of. There's a really good guy who does a Prince thing that I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much talent out there. I mean, I love Motown, you know, stuff. I mean, you can put together a review of those guys, and I mean, you'll be able to not just pinpoint this little tiny area of, you know.
Oh, bro, they're going to the A9X.
Back when it
listeners.
was long hair.
Yeah.
Well,
Not even that.
those
Like,
bands, and then you got bands that are so small, one-hit wonders that they're not going to draw nobody over here to this.
well, they're right now, like this year, the bands they had, which, you know, one of the bands was, you know,
Sebastian Bach.
so yeah, they had Sebastian Bach.
Come on, man.
They had Sebastian Bach. But, bro, you can tell me that isn't designed for boomers without saying it. Like,
on
bro, no
now.
one my age wants to go see Sebastian Bach. And if we do, it's because we're drunk and we're having nostalgia. Of like, oh, yeah, my dad used to listen to that. Oh, my brother used to listen to that.
But three hit songs, maybe?
Who's Sebastian Bach?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even know. I have no clue. I don't care.
Maybe.
Like, I just know he's has been.
This is where you gotta pick these bands. See, these festival bands in the summer get paid really well, okay, to do these festivals.
Yeah.
It's a different price when it's through the winter and you're playing at a club or whatever. Prices change. So, but you got to get these guys who, I mean, I remember the Animals. If anybody doesn't think the Animals had a lot of hit songs, go check them out, man. It freaked me out, that all those songs. But not saying them type of bands, but a separate, you got to pick bands for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Hell, I could have just wrote an email to OK Go, being like, hey, my city is having a festival. You guys want to come play for some free beer? And OK Go, for the older generation, probably like, what the hell is that? For people my age and below, it's a popular band that was back around, and they're like trying to basically make it so like concerts are more affordable. So what they have been doing to ensure that people who listen to them can come see them. I mean, these guys could play stadiums and sell the stadiums out, but they're not doing that. They're playing in people's backyards.
Heard of them.
Well, that's why, because you're older. You wouldn't have heard of them. Like,
OK Go?
They came out when I was a teen.
I might have heard something about them, maybe.
And what they're doing is they're playing these backyard concerts.
Right.
And these guys could sell out a stadium because
there's a list of people that a list that you could get from all kinds of promoters of all these bands that are playing through the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad.
That'd be sweet.
Now,
that'd be dope.
That dude's
That'd be sweet.
That dude's written a ton of hit songs. Okay, and he's a great performer. His son is a good friend of mine, man. I worked with him in a band called DC Drive. He was an amazing. If you don't know DC Drive, folks, go on YouTube and look up their songs on that they were performing at Pine Knob and stuff, man. And check them out because they were really good. I mean, they were amazing band to work with. A bunch of good musicians, and I know one of them went on to win a CMA award, Country Music Award, with Gibson Miller, which was a good, up and coming country band.
Yeah,
and then Chauncey, he won a Grammy Award with what did they name the park downtown Old Shane Park? What's her name?
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. Yeah, he won a Grammy Award for working with Aretha Franklin.
Oh, okay.
He told me, he said when they called him, he said, "Yeah, right," and hung up the phone.
Oh,
and finally they called again and said, "We're for real, man. You won a Grammy Award, brother." And she was that nice to, because he helped her track some of her songs and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this too. The one thing that I was kind of like, come on, enough of this, is so they had food options in the pavilion area for the concert goers.
Right.
Guess who it was? Guess who got that contract?
Who?
Bubba's 33.
Oh, that was cool.
No, I like Bubba's 33. Don't get me wrong. I do. I eat there. It's good. It is good.
Yeah.
I would have just liked to have seen
more.
If not more, a non-national chain restaurant that is locally owned, so that it gives locally owned restaurant owners a leg up in the game over these national chains. Taylor is not a friendly city for locally owned small business.
You just got to know
restaurants.
You just got to know how to run a festival. That's all.
Well, no.
Just
know how to give people a good time.
And
they do. Don't get me wrong, they do. But I'm like, guys, come on, let's give our local people.
But you could do so much more.
They could be so much more.
Yeah.
It could be so grand and so great, but we limit ourselves, and it's because hey, man. Whether it be about money, listen, you need a volunteer, sign me up, I'll help. They don't make this stuff public to be like, hey, this is how you get, we're looking for some people to volunteer for X, Y, and Z, or even committees. They make committees so quiet, and it's like, bro, there's no announcements about it. There's how are you supposed to draw in outside minds how are you supposed to draw in fresh perception into an idea or a problem if you're not putting it out there?
Well, that's what we're here for now too.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to. That's why, like, people laugh where I'm like, yeah, just really honestly, if I had my way, no incumbent would be going in. But
if Chris was running for
no, people don't want
city
that.
council,
People don't want that.
we would have.
Nobody wants that.
He was going to run too, but
I was angry at the
he
time.
got tied up. He got tied up. But here's the guy, me right here.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Maybe you can't tell
You're
because
doing it.
I got the glasses on.
Yeah. Hey,
whatever.
man, these glasses and these lights, this is a game changer for me. This is like, my eyes aren't strained. I'm not like, this is nice. Like, it's good.
Yeah,
good.
and shout out this whole Facebook thing we're doing and YouTube thing we're doing, and trying to get people talking and explain situations and good things and bad things. I love my city. I love my city, and
you're critical. You're most critical of the things you love.
I think that we could really do some, better stuff.
Well, yeah, because we just want it to be better. We're not hating on it because we're haters.
No,
I'm not even hating on it. I'm just saying, hey, man, this could be way more. The Taylor Fireworks could be way more. It could be a regional spectacle if we really put our consolidated effort into it, and if we made it more open for people. We're getting into a time where money isn't as abundant in the middle class as it used to be,
and that's why that Christmas thing just doesn't work.
Don't start me on that. That's a sore point.
Yeah.
Taylor residents should be walking through that beast for free.
Yeah.
If you got a kid and he goes to Taylor schools, guess what? Free tickets.
At least not
Get 'em in there.
$25.
No.
That's
no.
You know how many kids ride by there and say, "Oh, Mom, let's go."
And that's
she
what breaks
can't
my
do
heart.
it.
And that's
know?
what I mean. I know
Shit.
they do try to do things to get tickets for those who can't afford it, but it's not everybody. And you need to like, guys, these are children.
Yep.
Like, children feel that if their parents can't afford that, that kid feels that shame, and the parent feels the shame for not being able to do it too.
But we're going to change. We're going to change that stuff.
It has to change. It has to.
We're going to change that stuff
because there's too many.
You vote
kids
for the
growing
right
up.
people, and the changes will be
for
made.
sure. That's the truth.
Will be made. Let me tell you.
And well, let me say this. This is why I say, in the perfect world, there would be no incumbents, because if the incumbents really wanted stuff like this, it would have been done already.
Yeah.
It would have already been done.
There's 3 that take care of business.
I know.
And then there's 3 that don't have been there too long and been around too long and been part of the problems,
Well, I just want new minds.
Yeah.
I just want new minds, new perceptions, new thinking out of the box. When you get stuck, when you're stuck with mediocrity and you've just grown complicit with it, and you're just voting them in because, hey, it's a name. It's a name. I know that name. That name's I've been voting for. They've been there. It's it's been good. Has it been good though?
Well, I'm going to tell you something,
have things
guys.
really improved?
I'm going to tell you. Here, I got a little something here.
Oh, you're bringing that picture. Oh, dang, you're bringing that picture down.
You see this?
Oh, dang.
This guy's Derek St. Holmes, right? And he's playing this weekend, Saturday at the Token Lounge.
Oh, there it is.
Now, he wrote most of Ted Nugent's songs, and he sung them.
Mm-hmm.
In the early days, he was a singer for Ted Nugent. Okay, and what a great dude he is. What a great player he is. What a great musician and entertainer he is. And he puts on one heck of a show. I'm gonna tell and Derek's a good dude. Guys, come there, and then after the show, man, he'll come out and talk with you and hang out and everything. He's a good dude.
Man, this is Midnight Metal. If I've ever been on it.
Yeah. We might as well just make a different one too.
I mean, I wouldn't much. Yeah, why not?
I mean, we might as well, come around here at midnight
and make
another podcast.
Arthur Penhow will probably not be.
Well, we could call Arthur up.
He might not be that happy with us.
He's on my Facebook. We can get a hold of Arthur.
Oh my God, man!
He
said my name once on the radio because I won tickets, and I was just like, yes.
And Doug Podell, he's going to be there this weekend.
Oh, awesome!
Jimmy McCarty, from the he had his own thing. He was in, let's see, what's the name of that band? Cactus ages ago, with some really big players
before my ages.
Oh yeah. And then he was in the Rockets, local, guys from the Detroit area. and he's one of the best blues guys out there right now
I
in
love
this
blues.
city.
I love blues.
Yeah, he's great, man.
When's he playing?
He's just going to be there that night with Derek St. Holmes. And he'll
Okay.
get up and they'll jam and do some stuff together and everything.
Man, if I can make it out there, I will.
Yeah, well,
If I
I'll
could.
put you on the guest list,
If
man.
I can, I will.
Yeah,
I got a couple
Yeah.
things. I got like two graduation parties and a birthday party that
Well,
day.
there you
So
go. There you go. But yeah, I mean, Derek St. Holmes, and you come out and you'll listen. You'll hear, the real Ted Nugent singer.
yeah,
The original guy.
I don't like Ted Nugent. So my
I
dad
like-
loved him. I got a Fred Bear bow because of him.
Right.
A longbow, Fred Bear longbow. That thing's sweet. It's taller than I am.
I think Ted's cool. I mean,
He's all right.
he's all right.
Did you remember when he had a reality show?
I don't remember that.
Ted Nugent totally had a reality show and he killed someone on it. I'm not even joking. Like he ran somebody over on his I think it was a 4-wheeler or something.
Are you sure?
The guy died during it. They were filming it, and the guy died because of an accident involving Ted Nugent. Yeah, Google it. I'm telling you, Google it. Ted Nugent totally had a reality show.
Hey, folks, I just want to say something else, too, is get involved in the politics here.
Yeah.
Find out the real deal of who's who and what's what,
Well,
and who, will do
Yeah.
the best for us.
be
'Cause
present.
this is really important, man. This is really important. This is not the place just to put a guy up there that had no involvement, in anything but.
I'll tell you, I spent the last, like I said, I paid more attention to state and national politics.
Right.
When it came to local, I was just rolling off of names. I was
Right.
like, yeah, okay, he's been there for a long time. All right, he's been there. And then one day I was just like, after that 287 crap, I was like, well, I'm going to go to a council. I'm going to just, I haven't been to a council meeting in almost a decade. I was like, I'm going to go just, do a thing. Just go say, hey, I don't agree with this.
Right on.
And then I went up there and I'm like, didn't you guys know about this? And they all looked at me like, well, I didn't know. I found out about Facebook. And then that's what, dude. Now, after you told me, like, I want to know everybody else's professions. What did these people do before they were on council?
Yep.
What was, because I'm going to tell you right now, I would have fired every single one of you. I would have fired. If I was the CEO and I walk into my boardroom and all my department heads look at me and I go, listen, maintenance just signed a deal with this contracting company for $50 million for over the next 2 years. Who approved this?
Yeah,
Finance. What's going on? They go, well, I didn't know about that. I just found out about it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Then I would have been like, all right, guess what? You're fired.
See ya.
Director of Operations. Who did you know about this? Oh no, I had no idea this was happening. All right, you're fired. Get out of here. Like, bro, I would have been firing every one of them. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't know how there's a no bid contract given for 9 years.
Oh yeah, to the garbage. Who does that? I know a guy that drove a van who's never dealt in contracts in his life.
Yeah.
That's who does that. Someone who's easily manipulated and played because you don't have the experience to be in that position. Oh my God, Taylor, why did you do this? Why did we elect? And I had my hand in it too.
And then let me tell you, other folks.
Oh, my
You
God.
folks over there that think your streets are getting asphalted this year. There ain't nobody over there asphalting them. It's not happening.
We're close to
And you
fall.
know-
It
and you
would have
know-
been done by this point.
It wasn't Jill and the 3 girls who caused that. It's because you're being lied to again. You're being lied to. Simple. It's simple.
I am looking for a truck driver if the mayor wants that job.
Yeah.
It's in your wheelhouse, bro. You just got to drive a truck. I'm looking for that truck. I really am, too. I'm looking for a truck driver. Bro, if you wanted that job, I got it for you, man. I'll give it to you. You have a driving record experience, and that's about all I will trust you to do. But you can drive this truck that I have that I need driven. So
Well, we're
I
gonna
used to drive a van.
get out of here. And remember, I'm running for city council. Martin Juilliard.
Sorry.
It's a long last name.
It's a long. No,
Probably the longest last name.
no. Last name? I don't know. Hey, let me see that. Wait, how many letters in there?
10 maybe.
Oh yeah, you're longer than me for sure. For sure you are. Oh man. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be laughing about that the rest of the night.
All right, we're getting out of here, folks.
All right. Yeah.
And,
it was good.
It's
It was a
it's
good
a new
episode.
thing, and
We're live every week now.
Yeah, we're live every week on YouTube.
Now just remember,
And,
Marty, you got to hit stop recording and then stop streaming.
Okay, so We're gonna
play us out.
We're gonna get on out of here.
You should get Wheels on the Bus go round and round next time.
Stay strong, Taylor.
Adios,
You're the
beloved
best.
God.
You're the best. God bless you all. We'll see you soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a stop recording, stop streaming.